Hey guys, I am back with another book mail. Yep, got more book mail, and it's been forever since I did a review, but I have news about reviews, so wait till the end of the video if you want to hear anything about reviews. Today, we have a book mail, and I got a big stack right here, so we will get into it. But first, I want to ask, how you guys doing? I hope you guys are having a good day. I just mailed out a box I've been meaning to mail out for a while, and it felt good to get out of the house for a little bit, even if it was just to the mail or post office. But yeah. But I have an exciting book haul today, or book mail, and I hope you guys enjoy it. So first, we have Curfew by Phil Rickman, a big chunker, and it says the most acclaimed horror debut of the year. Look at that big chunker. This has to be like 500 pages. No, it's more than that. 625 pages. This is a big chunker, and I have no idea what it's about. So let's read the back, shall we? Oh, my friend gave this to me. I forget her name. I'm so sorry. I'm not good with names. I mean, I'm horrible with names. I have to write notes for my books just to remember what the main character's name is. You know, like today I'm like, who is that guy? His name is like Eddie, Freddie. Oh, it's Teddy, you know. I forget names very easily, so I apologize. I'm so sorry. But I'm grateful for the books. And yeah, she gave me 2 books and traded it for a signed copy of my book. So she's getting a signed copy, and I'm very excited about these 2 books that she gave me. Let's read about Curfew, shall we? Every night in the town of Cribe, the church bell tolls 100 times. No one observes the curfew anymore. The ringing is just a ritual, and the ancient standing stones that once surrounded the town are long destroyed. But Max Goff thinks they should be replaced. The millionaire New Age entrepreneur believes tourists will flock to Cribe to see the stones, to hear the quaint curfew bells, to feel the great life force. But where there is life force, there is also hunger. And in the light of the 20th century, Max Goff has forgotten that every ritual has a purpose, and the powers of the old age pent up for centuries never really die. They come back with a vengeance. So that's Curfew by Phil Rickman. Looking forward to reading this one eventually, but this is a chunker, and I'm not good with chunkers, so I will read it eventually, but I just don't know when. Maybe sometime next year, or maybe at the end of this year. I don't know. But I'm very interested in reading it because it sounds very interesting. I will put it back over here with the other books. And then next we have a really cool book, which I'm very happy about. The person told me that once they finish it, that they'd send it to me, and they were good on their word. They sent it to me. It is a total of, let me see here. I gotta get past these advertisements for other books. It is a total of 348 words. Or, not words, 348 pages. Sorry, I've been doing everything by words lately. Like, I edit my stuff by words. I format everything in words. So pages have become irrelevant to me lately. So I apologize. But it's Edward Lee, and the book is Gassed. Now, if you don't know what this is a unedited version of Black Train by Edward Lee, which I own, but it's on my bookshelf, so I apologize. I didn't grab it in advance. But we'll read the back really quickly, and then you can understand why I'm excited about this. So let's go. The railroad and the house. No train has run on this railroad since the end of the Civil War. A railroad built by the servitor to perfect evil, and its rusted tracks run right behind the house. Justin Coiler expects his respite in Gast, Tennessee, to be relaxing if not a bit dull. But he will find out soon enough that those same train tracks once led to a place worse than hell. Welcome to the Gast House. I can't read today, guys. I apologize. A historical bed and breakfast or a monument to the obscene. Boiler doesn't need to know the building's rich history. Women raped to death for sport. Slaves beheaded and threshed into the soil. And pregnant teenagers buried alive. Who or what could mitigate... Sorry, I thought I said Michigan for a second there. Mitigate such horrors over 150 years ago. And what is the atrocities... I'm sorry, guys. And what is the atrocious connection between the old railroad and the house? Each room hides a new revolting secret. At night, he can smell the mansion's odors, and hear its appalling whispers. Little girls giggling where there are no little girls. And out back, when Coilers listens closely, he can hear the train's whistle and see the barely human things chained up in its clattering prison cars. Little does he know, the mansion and the railroad aren't haunted by ghosts, but an unspeakable carnality and a horror as palpable and as excited human flesh. Welcome to a place worse than hell. Gast. Holy crap, that was hard to read. I'm so sorry. I thought every word was something different, so I apologize for that read. I can't read today, so I've literally burnt my brain out today. I read like 14 pages of In the Scrape, which I was going to tell you at the end of this book haul. And I wrote 1,500 words today for Triad, which is a new story I'm working on. It's going to be a novella, maybe even longer than a novella. We'll see. Right now it's looking like a novella, but I've had novellas turn into novels before, so we'll see. But yeah, this is Gast by Edward Lee. And I'm very excited about it because Edward Lee is a guy I've been wanting to read for a while, and Black Train was something I really wanted to read. But when I found out there's an unedited version with more gore and stuff like that, I had to get it because I don't like when publishers take out a lot of, like, a big chunk of the book, because the book should be read as the author intended it to. So this release of Edward Lee's Black Train, which is Gast, has everything that he wanted in the book. So I don't know if it makes too much of a difference or not, but I hear that the scenes in this book are more gnarly than they are in the Black Train. So I'm looking forward to giving it a read very soon, because Gast, like I said, is something by Edward Lee that I really want to try. And ever since I read Triage by it's by 3 different authors. Except for Edward Lee, they're all dead. So Jack Ketchum, Richard Lehman, and Edward Lee. I liked Edward Lee's story in Triage, so I figure if I give him a shot in one of his books, that I will enjoy it a lot. So yeah, that's why I got Gast. Well, I didn't get it. I got it from a friend. So I'm very appreciative of this book, my friend. I forgot your name, so I apologize. Like I said, I'm not good with names, so please don't take it personally. Okay, now we're on to the next 2 books. So these are very, very exciting. You might not know this, but I won a contest recently. I think like a few weeks ago. Regina, over at her haunted library, she had a contest going, and you just typed in the comments saying, oh, I'd like to be entered in this contest or whatever, and you'd be entered in the contest for a drawing. And the drawing, not drawing, it featured 2 things, and I don't know why I have one above the other. I want to show you the first thing that I won. So the first thing I won is Firestarter by Stephen King, and this is a very nice copy. I really appreciate this. My copy that I owned previously is not in such good shape, so I am very happy to get this book. So I appreciate this a lot. This is in the memory of Shirley Jackson, who never needed to raise her voice. Haunting of Hill House, The Lottery, We Have Always Lived in a Castle, and The Sundial. Firestarter. I can't wait to read this book when I decide to read it. I own the paperback version, but the paperback is not in the greatest condition either. So I'm gonna go and replace my hardcover with this one. And I'm super excited about it because Firestarter sounds like it's a pyrokinetic story of a little girl. So it's kind of a coming of age story, but it's not. So yeah, I'm looking forward to reading it. My dogs are barking outside, so I apologize if you can hear that. I'm looking very forward to reading this book very soon. And technically, this has orange and black in the title or on the cover. So technically, I could read this for my Half-A-Ween-a-thon. But I already started a book with orange and black in the cover, so yeah, don't fall over. All right, so the next few things, I don't know what order I should order. I can't talk today. What order I should put these in, but I'm gonna just go for broke here and show you this. This is Regina's book. It's called Unmasked. The Truth Will Be Revealed by R. St. Clair. Awesome, awesome writer name. It's better than my writer name, but I like my writer name, so I don't want to dog on my own name too hard. But yeah, awesome writing name. And the really cool part about it, let me take this out because I'll show you that in a second, is that it's signed. And look at her beautiful handwriting. Man, she has good penmanship. My handwriting stinks in comparison. But, you know, I know a lot of ladies with really good penmanship, so looking forward to reading this, guys. I always flip to the last page. It's one of the stupid things I always do. And I always do it, and I don't know why I always do it. Like, I flip to the last page of every book I have, and I go to read the last word, and then I always, like, go, oh, shoot, no. So I always stop myself. So, but I'm very appreciative of this. I think I got another book of hers on ebook, so I'm excited to give this a read. Got a little bent on the corner here, but that's okay. I'm very excited about this, guys. I don't get a lot of signed books, and I got a signed book in a contest, so that's really neat. I didn't read to you what Firestarter is because it's such a popular book, but I will read to you what this book is about. So this is Unmasked. I say unmasked because I can't say shit, so I apologize. And I apologize for swearing so much. I apologize. So let's start with this back. The only thing you can ever assume about our dear sister is that she has one priority: herself. World-renowned pop star Carla summons her estranged siblings to engage in insensitive therapy at a location of their parents' tragic death, a now abandoned summer camp. When 50-year-old Carla appears looking more youthful and beautiful than ever, her siblings bitterly chalk it up to good plastic surgery and agree to stick out the month's retreat for $1 million bonus. But psychotherapy turns psycho when family members start to uncover the twisted truth about their famous sister. That sounds super interesting. I cannot wait to read this book. I'm putting it really close to the top of the TBR. I'd say my TBR is huge, so being close to the top is pretty good. Like, I have 2 stories I'm reading for Half-A-Ween-a-thon. I am not gonna read this is stuff I'm gonna tell you at the end of the video, so I'll tell you about my Half-A-Ween-a-thon at the end of the video. But this is Unmasked by R. St. Clair. I'm so excited. Look at that cool cover, guys. That is so neat. I'm so appreciative of this. I did not know I was getting this, so I'm Very excited. Like, you don't even know. Like, when I first opened the box and I saw this and I opened it up to see her signature, I was like, oh my god, oh my god. So yeah, but I've chilled out since then, and now I can actually shoot a video. So yeah, I got this book. Very, very, very appreciative of it. Please don't fall over, Stack. All right, next, she gave me a bookmark. See that? It's a bookmark. And this is for the Dark Hollow Chronicles. The Ghost of Dark Hollow, The Witch of Long Shadows, and The Lord of Blackshire by R. St. Clair. Awesome pen name again. Or, I think that's actually her real name, so awesome writer name. That's awesome. Cover design by Consuelo Para. Model Majorum stock deviant art. So that's awesome, and I like this little tassel thing at the top. I used to joke around with my ex-girlfriend about tassels, and it was really funny. That's a better time. But yeah, I'm very happy about this bookmark. I love bookmarks, and I don't get enough of them. So I can't wait to read her book, and I'm gonna read it with this bookmark. So I'll put it back in the book. I'm super excited about this, and yeah, I'm so appreciative that she did this for me. I was the first place winner in her collection, or in her contest, so I don't know if the second place winner got just as much stuff. I got Firestarter, Unmasked, a bookmark. Oh, and the last thing I got from her, which I have to get out of this plastic bag, is this really, really cool bat ring. Na 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 bat ring. Look at that. That is so cool. I don't think it will fit on any of my fingers, but it's so cool. I'm gonna probably give it to my sister. She likes really creepy, cool stuff like this. As long as the metal's she's not allergic to the metal. I'm not sure what the metal is. Like, she's not allergic to sterling silver or anything like that, but she's allergic to certain metals. Does that make sense? It makes her skin go all rashy and stuff. But if she can't take it, then I will give it to my future girlfriend. But yeah, bat ring. Ain't that cool? Ain't that cool, guys? I'm so excited about this, and it won't stand up on its own, so I'm just gonna leave it there. Dogs are barking outside, so I apologize for that. But yeah, that has been my book mail. On to my Half-A-Weenathon update. I am still reading In the Scrape and Nightmare Soup, and I plan to finish both of them. I planned on finishing on the 30th. I don't know if that will actually happen, but that's the plan, to at least finish 2 books, so this Half-A-Weenathon wasn't a total, failure, just half a failure. But I read 14 pages, I think, today. Yeah, 14 pages today, and I'm really digging this story so far. It's really good, and James Newman and Mark Steensland both signed this copy. I've already showed you guys that before, though. Very, very happy about this book. I can definitely tell that it was written by 2 different people. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but I can tell because one person has a different writing style, kind of. I'm not one to judge writing styles at all because I have no clue. I don't actually look at writing styles at all. But I could definitely tell it was written by 2 different people because they'd have 2 different writing styles. And, I mean, the story flows really good, or really well. It just flows really well. And, but you could tell it was written by 2 different people. And, I don't know if that's good or bad. You could take it for what you want. I am enjoying this book so far. It is kind of, slow in the beginning, like the synopsis on the back. It tells you a great deal of what happens in this book. I am 38 pages in, and I haven't gotten to the synopsis yet, and it's a 94-page book, so I think the synopsis should be changed to give less about the actual story itself. because it gives a lot away, and I'm almost halfway through this book. Well, not halfway, I'm 37% through this book, and haven't reached the synopsis yet, so maybe they gave away too much in the synopsis. I'm not sure yet. Maybe everything's about to go down like in a few pages here, but yeah, I'm enjoying this book. I just feel like I got spoiled by the synopsis, so I'm gonna have to warn people probably. I mean, maybe not, but we'll see. But I might have to warn people to not read the synopsis so they can go into this blind and actually enjoy the story, because I already know what's gonna happen because I read the synopsis. So, and I thought it would just get you into it like right from the beginning, like almost like 10 pages in, you get his dad tied up, which is what it says on the back. It's not a spoiler. His dad gets tied up and they run away. But it's a big spoiler. I mean, usually books aren't supposed to spoil that much for you, but you know. Anyways, that's my only gripe about it. I really am enjoying this book though. And then Nightmare Soup's way over there on the other side of the room, so I can't show it to you, but I'm reading this story about a mounted deer. So it kind of goes together in the scrape and the story I'm reading right now in Nightmare Soup. I love Nightmare Soup so much. I'm really digging it. It brings back the scary stories to tell in the dark vibes, and I'm enjoying it so much. But yeah, now to the writing vlog part of this book mail video. Like I said before, I wrote 1,500 words today and still going. I'm still going is what I'm trying to say. I've been writing a lot for this story called Triad. Recently, yesterday, I wrote a lot for Symbiotic. I'm almost to a certain scene, and then after that, I don't know what to do in my story. So it's like write as much as I can right now, and then when I get stuck, and I'll come back to it until I get another idea. That's kind of how Symbiotic is working for me. Triad, on the other hand, is a story that needs a lot of bones contributed to it, this body. So like, I'm writing it, I'm already to 19 pages in the story, and I'm almost to 20, and it's going very well. I already wrote a really, okay, to me it's a funny scene, and when I go through edits, I'm gonna try to make it even funnier, or more funny. But to you it might not be funny, so I'm gonna have an editor or reviewer or a proofreader check it out and make sure that it's funny, or else it's just gonna be a garbage scene. So we'll see, but I think it's a funny scene. And yeah, I recently wrote a bunch of synopsis for the synopsis for my books that I have going on right now. So I have Triad, Symbiotic, and Take Me From Here, and those 3 stories are in the works. One is at 176 pages, one is at 52 pages, and then one is at 19 pages. So they're all at different points of their stories. I have writer's block for Take Me From Here at the moment. I just don't know what to do with the story at the moment, so I'm kind of sitting on it and kind of going over it in my mind while I'm doing other stuff, and I'm trying to feed the story and think of things that can happen. And yeah, it's gonna be a novella, Take Me From Here, but it could easily become a novel if I let it get out of control. Right now it's perfect. It's like one of my favorite stories I've ever written. It's different from my other stories, that's for sure. It's more Jack Ketchum-y than it is Nicholas Gray-y. I say Jack Ketchum. I've never read Jack Ketchum. I just know what I've heard from him, and his horror is more realistic, I guess. That's what I hear. It's more rooted in it's more rooted in realism or reality. That's what I want to say, reality. It's more rooted into reality and less supernatural or monsters or whatever. It's like the bad guy is usually a guy, you know? and like the girl next door, the mom and the kids were bad guys. I didn't read the story, but I saw the movie. So that's what my understanding of Jack Ketchum. You could prove me wrong in the comments. Tell me no, Jack Ketchum has supernatural stories. You're a liar. You're an idiot. You can go ahead and say those things. My bad. But from my understanding, Jack Ketchum writes like his stories are rooted in reality, and those things can happen to people. And my story, even though it's a little bit on the like maybe it couldn't happen vibe, or train or whatever, it could happen, and that's the scary thing. And I'm working really hard on it. The Take Me From Here, which my cover artist came up with the name Take Me From Here, and I because he came up with the name, I had to figure out a way to contribute Take Me From Here into the book, and I brilliantly found out a way to do it. So she's like, oh God, I wish someone would just take me from here. And boom, that's boom, there's the the title of the book right there. So I'm very happy how Take Me From Here is turning out. It's 52 pages long so far, and it definitely needs more work. I need to bring out more character in Alan Knight, which is the private investigator in the book. He's gonna be searching for Nia, and yeah, it's going to be really good. I really am enjoying the story so far, and yeah, but there's more to come for that story. I have to write a bunch of twists and turns and stuff, but I have a kind of an understanding where I want to go with it, and that's kind of why I'm stuck. Because I'm trying to figure out a way to get to that point. You know what I mean? So I'm kind of stuck. Trying to figure out how to get to a certain spot. And I'm not letting the story write itself. I just have this really cool idea of how I want the story to go. And I'm not letting the story go in its own direction. So I really should just write. Let the story write itself, like whatever way we go is the way we go. But I really want a certain scene to happen, and I don't know. We'll see. But then Symbiotic is at 176 pages. Like I said, I spent a long time 2 days ago, or yesterday and the day before, working on Symbiotic. I have written like 2,000 words, and yeah, I'm at a really pinnacle part of the book. That means that it's coming to an end. I have to have a rising climax, so I have to make something exciting, like really exciting. I mean, there's a lot of exciting moments in this book, but I need one that goes over the bar, and I'm kind of at an impasse. I don't know what to do for that, so I'm trying to write the scenes that I know right now into the book, and then I will figure out the rest. So, but Symbiotic is basically written itself. Like, I get to somewhere and I go, let's turn here, and then I get somewhere and I'm like, oh, let's turn here. Like, it's like, like it's almost hard to guess how it's going to end. At the same time, maybe it's not easy, maybe it's not hard to guess where it's gonna go, and the whole story could be easily plotted. But from the way I'm writing Symbiotic is that I'm basically writing to certain points, and then I decide which way to go. It's like a fork in the road, and then I go that way, so Symbiotic, 176 pages, over 5,400 words. I was at 5,420, so I'd made a 420 joke on Facebook. And yeah, so Symbiotic is going well. And then we have Triad. And Triad is at 19 pages, going on to 20. So it's almost able to drink. And that's definitely going to be a novella. I don't see it becoming a novel at all. At first I thought it was going to be a short story, but it's getting a little longer than that, so I'm thinking it's going to be a novella, and I doubt it's going to be a novel, but it's probably going to be around 80 to 90 pages long. We'll see. I expect Take Me From Here to get over 100 pages, but not much more. So that one's probably going to be a novella. But Symbiotic is definitely a novel. It's at 176 pages with 54,000 words, or 1,000 words. 54,000. Hey, that's not right. Hold on. Yeah, Symbiotic has 54,000 words, and then Triad has 5,400 words. So that's where I'm getting confused, because one has 54,000 and the other one has 5,400. So yeah, but Symbiotic is going very well. So is Take Me From Here, but I'm kind of hitting walls with those two stories. But Triad, a new story that I just started. Well, I had the idea a while back, but I just started writing it recently. I'm enjoying it so far. It has some crazy twists in it that I plan to do, but I'm just writing to write at this point. I don't have any plots going, you know. I don't have any essential goals, none of that stuff. I mean, I might have it, but I'm not aware of it yet, you know. Like, I guess there is an essential goal. Graham is trying to impress Elena, and he's failing epically because he's a dork. Meanwhile, he's worried that his best friend Ted is going to win her heart. So that is kind of the essential goal for Graham, is to win Elena's heart. And then the main goal is to get out of this asylum that they're going to be trapped in. No, that's not a spoiler. That's literally in my synopsis that I wrote. So yeah, like I said, I got 2 novellas and a novel in the works, 2 long novellas and one, I guess, average novel. It's not an average novel, but it's average novel length. And I'm still trying to find the money to proofread my collection. All I need is like 40 something bucks, and then I'll have my collection edited. So yeah, very excited about that because I'm planning on releasing it in July. I'm gonna have the pre-orders up as soon as it gets edited. I'll format it, and then my cover artist will do the wraparound. Now, I did not do a wraparound on Gray Matter, and I don't regret it because it looks sleek, I think. I haven't gotten it yet. I get it on May 16th, but it's gonna look sleek. It's gonna be glossy, and it's gonna look good. I hope it looks good, at least, because a lot of people are getting it before me, so yeah. But I'm very excited to actually get the book. I think it looks good. At least when I edited it on Amazon, it looked nice. And yeah, I don't know where I was going with that. Oh, the wraparound. I didn't do a wraparound for that one because the background is black, so I thought maybe just a black spine and black back would just suffice. But with the novellas, which are 2 short novellas, almost novelettes, but they're just above novelette, so they're novellas. One is like 12,000 words, the other one's 14,000 words, so they're just above novello, or they're just at the novella length. So I'm just calling them 2 short novellas. So the novellas comes out probably on July 3rd, if I can wait that long. But the wraparound, I've already paid for the wraparound, so all I have to do is format the book, and then the cover artist is ready to go. But I need to get it proofread first. So my editor's working on one story at the moment, and then she's gonna hopefully work on the second story. It's taken a while, but but I told her to take as much time as she wants because there's no hurry, and I want her to do a good job. So, yeah. But I'm looking very forward to releasing the novellas. I'm a little nervous because it's definitely not as good as Gray Matter, but at the same time, it does have two unique stories that you might like. One is a subterranean horror story. The other is a cosmic horror story. So I thought they went together well. They're both kind of like sci-fi horror. So, I went ahead and bought the art for it, and I bought the wraparound. So all I need to do is pay the editors $47, and then I just wait for her to edit it, and then I'll format it on Reedsy, and then my cover artist will do the wraparound, and then I will put it onto Amazon. And Amazon, I probably get pre-orders up. I want to say pre-orders for the novellas will be up sometime in May, but I don't know how long my editor is going to take for editing. But I'm hoping to get pre-orders up sometime in May, because I want to release books like crazy right now. Like I just had my short story collection. People have read my work. I need to get my second book out there quick. That's just how I feel at the moment. Like, I need books out now. Like, I need my first novel done, and because people are waiting to see what my longer works read like. So I'm working really hard to try to get these novellas and novels done. Wow, this video's gone for 36 minutes. I didn't expect to go this long, but yeah, it's definitely a chore to write right now. I'm having a little bit of fun writing, but at the same time, it does kind of feel like a chore at the moment because, like, there's a lot of writing going on, and it feels like there's like a due date, and yeah, it just feels like a chore right now, and yeah, writing shouldn't be a chore, but it feels like a chore at the moment. But yeah, I'm very excited to be writing these stories. Triad is my most the one that I'm excited the most about right now. Then it would be Symbiotic, then Take Me From Here. Take Me From Here seems a little daunting to me at the moment because it's so real. Like, there's no monster or no portal or anything like that, I've only written like one story where there was like a real person as a killer, and that was Trunk or Treat. But other than that, it's been I've been pretty monster. Like, I like monsters a lot, so I write a lot of creature features. And yeah, so yeah, I write a lot of creature features. Where am I going with this? I write a lot of creature features, and I'm working on two different type of stories right now. Symbiotic, well, actually 3 types of different stories. I guess you can call Symbiotic kind of like a creature feature because it does have a deer that has telekinesis, and yeah. But at the same time, you can't call it a creature feature, so I don't know what to call it. But it's a really cool story, nevertheless. Then Take Me From Here is, I don't know, Take Me From Here is just real, like real horror. And then Triad is supernatural horror, which I've never done before, so I'm a little nervous about it, but I'm trying my hardest, and we'll see where it goes. I'm hoping to do like a Shutter Island type feel. I've kind of seen the movie a little bit. I've seen bits and pieces of the movie. I know it's a mindfuck, so that's what I'm going for, is kind of like this mind trip. But at the same time, I don't want the reader to be confused. So I'm doing it like really subtly. I can't talk today. I'm doing it really subtle, like really subtly. There we go. And it's gonna be okay, I think. I think it's going to be character driven more than plot driven. Just like Take Me From Here is going to be more character driven than plot driven. But Symbiotic is totally plot driven. Like, it's all plot and barely any characters at the moment. When I go through edits, I'm hoping to add more character to the characters. But right now, it's just plot alone. Then the other two things are, yeah. You know what? I gotta end this video. It's been going on for 40 minutes now, and this is gonna be a bitch to upload, so I hope you guys are having a good day. I hope you have a spooky night. I'll catch you in the next video. I hope you enjoy the book haul, guys, or book mail. Peace out.
Now I am the